Joel Osteen, the well-known pastor of Lakewood Church in Houston, has been a household name for decades, loved by millions for his uplifting messages, charismatic delivery, and emphasis on positivity. Joel has built one of the largest congregations in the United States. His books have topped bestseller lists, and his televised sermons reach millions worldwide every week. But recently, shocking news has emerged about the pastor that has left followers concerned and the public curious. Rumors, speculation, and unconfirmed reports have circulated, leaving many asking, what really happened to Joel Osteen? While most people associate him with wealth, influence, and optimism, the reality behind the headlines is far more complex. Behind the scenes, Joel has faced challenges that rarely make it to television or social media, from personal health scares to pressures of managing one of the largest churches in the country. His life has been a delicate balancing act between public expectations and private struggles. Sources close to him hint at incidents and decisions that have shocked those around him and have never been fully shared with the public. This isn't just a story about celebrity or influence. It's about the human side of a figure many see as untouchable. What happened to Joel Osteen is surprising, emotional, and in some ways unsettling, even for longtime supporters. From moments of vulnerability to behind-the-scenes controversies, the truth paints a picture of a man navigating the immense pressures of fame, faith, and leadership. By the end, viewers will understand why this story has captivated both admirers and skeptics alike, revealing a side of Joel Osteen no one expected to see. Joel Osteen has long been recognized as one of the most influential pastors in America. His televised sermons and books have inspired millions, and his church, Lakewood, has grown into one of the largest congregations in the country. Osteen's message of hope, optimism, and personal growth has resonated with people from all walks of life, making him a household name around the world. But while the public sees a charismatic, confident leader on stage, the reality of his life behind the scenes is far more complicated. Leading a megachurch of this size involves not just spiritual guidance, but also overseeing thousands of staff, managing finances, and maintaining a public image that meets the expectations of millions of viewers. The pressure of balancing faith, leadership, and personal life is immense, and sources close to him suggest that Osteen has faced challenges that few realize. Friends and insiders reveal that the responsibilities of running Lakewood Church have sometimes taken a toll on his well-being. Long hours, intense scrutiny, and the constant demand for public appearances leave little time for rest or personal reflection. Osteen has reportedly had moments of stress and fatigue, though he continues to present an energetic and optimistic demeanor during sermons. Behind the camera, however, the pressures of sustaining a public persona while managing one of the largest religious organizations in the country require a level of resilience few can comprehend. These stresses are compounded by the scrutiny of the media and the public, where every statement, sermon, or appearance is analyzed and debated. Beyond the operational and media pressures, Osteen has also faced criticism for his style of preaching. Some detractors argue that his focus on positivity and personal prosperity does not always align with traditional religious teachings. Others question the management of church funds or the lifestyle of its leaders. While much of this criticism is based on perception rather than facts, it adds an invisible layer of pressure for Osteen as he navigates both leadership and public perception. Despite these challenges, he continues to preach messages that emphasize hope, perseverance, and faith, demonstrating a remarkable ability to maintain composure under scrutiny. Health concerns have also been a topic among those close to Osteen. While nothing official has been publicly disclosed, insiders hint that the combined weight of leadership, public attention, and organizational responsibilities has affected his physical and mental health at times. Maintaining a consistent level of energy for televised sermons, live audiences, and international outreach is no small feat, and it requires careful management of both his schedule and personal care. The ability to remain inspiring and authoritative while managing these pressures illustrates the human side of a figure many perceive as larger than life. Ultimately, what happened to Joel Osteen is a story about resilience, adaptation, and the realities of leading a megachurch in the modern age. While headlines and speculation may paint a dramatic picture, the truth lies in the balance between public expectation and personal well-being. Understanding these behind-the-scenes challenges provides a more nuanced view of a man who has devoted his life to uplifting millions, revealing a side of Joel Osteen that few outside his inner circle have truly seen. As the years have progressed, the pressures on Joel Osteen have only increased. Leading a congregation of tens of thousands requires constant attention to detail, not just in spiritual matters but in every operational aspect of the church. From staff management and volunteer coordination to overseeing building maintenance and finances, the responsibilities are relentless. Joel must ensure that every element of Lakewood Church functions smoothly, while maintaining the uplifting and motivational presence that millions expect from him. This constant demand can be mentally and emotionally exhausting, leaving little room for personal time or reflection. Those close to Osteen have noted that he often pushes himself to maintain a calm and optimistic exterior, even when facing difficult decisions or personal challenges. Managing a megachurch involves balancing expectations from congregants, staff, and the broader public, which can be an unrelenting source of stress. Behind the scenes, Osteen has had to make difficult decisions about staffing, events, and church operations, all while being mindful of the church's image and the potential impact of his choices. This combination of spiritual, leadership, and executive responsibility is unique and creates pressures that few outside the organization truly understand. Criticism from the public and media adds another layer of complexity. Osteen's message of positivity and personal prosperity has often been questioned by critics, who argue it emphasizes material success over traditional spiritual teachings. Others speculate about church finances or his personal lifestyle. While these criticisms may not always be fair, they contribute to the stress of leadership. Joel must navigate public perception carefully, ensuring that his teachings remain inspirational while also addressing concerns and maintaining transparency where necessary. It's a delicate balance that requires both strategic thinking and deep faith. Health concerns have also been part of the conversation. While Osteen remains active and energetic on stage, insiders suggest that the constant demands of leadership have, at times, affected his well-being. Long hours, extensive travel, and high-stakes decision-making can take a toll, even on someone with his stamina and experience. Maintaining the level of energy required to lead sermons, engage with congregants, and participate in public events is not easy. And Osteen reportedly takes steps behind the scenes to manage these pressures and protect his health. Ultimately, what happened to Joel Osteen is less about scandal and more about the reality of leading a high-profile spiritual organization. It's a story of resilience, adaptation, and the challenges of sustaining a positive message under intense public scrutiny. The truth behind the headlines shows a man who works tirelessly to inspire millions, while also navigating personal, professional, and health-related pressures that most people rarely see. Understanding these realities provides a new perspective on a figure known for his optimism and faith, revealing the human side of a man dedicated to lifting others. Even when faced with immense challenges, beyond the pressures of leadership and public scrutiny, Joel Osteen faces challenges that few people ever see or understand. Managing a megachurch like Lakewood requires juggling countless responsibilities at once. From overseeing staff and volunteers to coordinating events, managing finances, and maintaining the church's extensive outreach programs, the demands are relentless. On top of that, Osteen is responsible for inspiring and connecting with tens of thousands of congregants weekly, both in person and through televised sermons. Balancing these operational and spiritual duties is no small feat, and sources close to him reveal that it can be mentally and emotionally exhausting, even for someone as experienced and disciplined as he is. A significant part of the pressure comes from the constant public scrutiny. Every sermon, interview, or public appearance is subject to analysis and debate, often amplified on social media. Minor missteps or even subtle gestures can spark controversy, creating additional stress. Joel must carefully navigate the delicate balance between being authentic and meeting the expectations of millions who look to him for guidance. This intense spotlight can magnify even the smallest personal or professional challenges, making it imperative for him to remain composed, focused, and optimistic at all times. Accurate, they add another layer of complexity to his role. Joel has to manage these opinions delicately, maintaining both credibility and the inspirational message that has been central to his ministry. At the same time, he must ensure that his guidance remains meaningful, relevant, and supportive to a global audience. Behind the scenes, sources note that Osteen has implemented strategies to cope with the pressures. He delegates responsibilities to trusted staff, prioritizes key aspects of church operations, and ensures he sets aside time for reflection and personal care. These measures help him sustain the high level of energy and positivity that his followers expect. His commitment to his work, combined with careful management of the challenges he faces, demonstrates an impressive level of resilience and dedication. Ultimately, what happened to Joel Osteen highlights the human side of a man many view as larger than life. It's a story of perseverance, adaptation, and leadership under extreme conditions. Beyond the sermons and public appearances lies a man working tirelessly to maintain balance between faith, operational demands, and the expectations of millions. This perspective reveals a new understanding of Osteen not just as a pastor, but as a dedicated leader navigating immense pressures while striving to remain a source of hope and inspiration. It becomes clear that what happened to Joel Osteen is not a scandal or a sudden crisis, but rather a reflection of the immense pressures that come with leading one of the largest churches in the world. While the public often sees him delivering uplifting messages on stage, few realize the extent of the challenges he faces behind the scenes. The physical and mental demands of his role are enormous, requiring him to balance spiritual guidance with executive responsibilities, all while maintaining a consistent and positive public image. Each day involves a complex juggling act, and Osteen's ability to manage it successfully is a testament to his resilience, discipline, and commitment. The human side of Osteen is perhaps the most surprising revelation. Sources close to him have shared that, despite his public persona of unwavering optimism, he experiences the same kinds of stresses and worries that anyone in a demanding leadership position would face. The combination of constant public attention, organizational responsibilities, and personal health management is not easy to navigate. He has had to develop strategies to cope, including delegating responsibilities, prioritizing his health, and leaning on trusted advisors for support. These measures allow him to continue leading effectively without compromising his mission or personal well-being. Social media and media scrutiny further complicate his life. Every sermon, public statement, or interview is dissected and debated online, often creating unnecessary pressure or misunderstandings. Critics may question his methods or interpretations, while supporters amplify every word he says. Navigating this environment requires not just careful communication, but also emotional resilience. Osteen has learned to focus on the messages that matter most, filtering out distractions and criticism while staying committed to his purpose. This ability to remain centered amid constant external pressures is a key factor in why he continues to be a respected and influential figure in religious communities worldwide. At the heart of this story is Osteen's dedication to inspiring others. Even with the immense challenges of managing a megachurch, he remains committed to delivering messages of hope, faith, and perseverance. His work is about more than just sermons. It's about connecting with people, providing encouragement during difficult times, and helping individuals see possibilities for growth and change in their own lives. Understanding the pressures he faces behind the scenes allows a deeper appreciation of his dedication and the impact of his work. Ultimately, what happened to Joel Osteen is a lesson in resilience, balance, and human complexity. It reminds us that public figures, even those who appear confident and untouchable, face pressures that are often invisible to the outside world. For millions of followers, it is reassuring to know that the man delivering messages of hope is also navigating the challenges of life with dedication, strategy, and faith. Joel Osteen's story is not one of downfall, but of endurance, a testament to the perseverance required to lead, inspire, and remain steadfast in the face of immense responsibility.